Belle page on Facebook, and this segment is called Real Life Real Stories. As you probably have seen me, there is just one post so far, and this is the second one I'm doing. And the reason why I created this is because as women, we go through so many things in life, we face things in life, things happen. A lot of us, we come out from situations, we come out from a lot, and it's just to share facts, is to share stories and how we can even develop and become more better individuals. So today's topic I wanted to share on is the security guard in you. Yes, you heard me right, the security guard in you. And I don't know how many women on this page are security guards. If there is any, please feel free, send a little comment or say hello. You are doing a good job. We know that you are doing a good job, and we know the job and the work that a security guard has to do. They have to protect, they have to always guard their business and their job that they are working in. And to tie that in, I would also like to share a little bit on faithfulness in a relationship, whether if it's with a boyfriend or it's with a husband. Yes, now being faithful, I believe it means everything in a relationship. It means everything, even to each other. Faithfulness is a quality of remaining committed, remaining dedicated and loyal to that person. A faithful relationship, I believe, also shows affection to each other. It shows empathy. It shows warmth in a relationship. And I also believe that it motivates one to engage in more things to each other, and doing for each other. Faithfulness adds a lot of positive outcome in a relationship. When someone is faithful, or when you or your partner is faithful, when you have a faithful relationship, you can be at peace, you can rest, you can not have to, you don't have to worry and think of what is gonna happen next and whatnot. But what I want to main focus on is, as women, we ought to remain faithful. And despite the conditions, yes, you might probably think, who is me to tell you that? But despite the conditions, we ought to remain faithful, because most of the time that is the best revenge. If your partner is unfaithful, the best revenge is, well, I'm going to do the same thing. But at the end of the day, that makes you just as that person, as they would say. When you do something just like them, it makes you just like them. It doesn't make you any difference. So this is why I'm encouraging you and just motivating you to remain faithful despite the conditions, despite if the other person is unfaithful to you, you remain as that, and it makes you a better person. It also promotes the kind of person that you are when you remain faithful, right? Unfaithfulness, on the other hand, it can lead to destruction when you or someone else is unfaithful. And I'm very sure, and I know that you might not want to say that, some of you, and there are a lot of women their partner has been unfaithful to them. And I have been in that situation many years ago. And when someone is unfaithful, let me tell you, as you probably know, it immediately brings a drastic disconnect from that person, right? It brings down your self-esteem. It makes you think, probably you're not worthy or you're not good enough in the relationship. And it also breaks down your mentality. It even brings down your spirituality if you're in religion and with God and stuff like that. It breaks down you even physically, right? Because the amount of stress and the amount of crying some people will have to go through when a partner is unfaithful, it's not a nice thing. And so too, if we have experienced that from the other person. It's not nice to give back that person that or it's not even good to do that to someone, right? Don't make poor choices, right? When we make poor choices, we see the outcome of it. Poor choices, when you make poor choices and when you're faced with a predicament, choose the right thing no matter what. You know, even if that person is unfaithful, you remain faithful. And a lot of times, poor choices, poor decisions, it leads to unnecessary stress in a relationship. And I'm sure that some of you could agree with me. Unnecessary stress. When someone is also unfaithful to the other person, it can also lead to violence, which is not a way to violence. I don't support violence overboard, right? That shouldn't be a reason to be violent. But some people, as I say, some people can't take stress. You know, some people can't deal with things like that, and they lash out due to certain circumstances, and even due to their mentality, they lash out violently. So that is another devastating thing that happens when someone is unfaithful in a relationship, right? Another thing is temptations, and temptations are real, right? You don't have to only be unfaithful physically, I believe. I also think that emotionally and your mind can engage in unfaithfulness to someone. Think about that, right? So these are just a few points that I want to share, and even the security guard in you. When I think about a security guard, what does a security guard does? A security guard, they guard, right? End of story. They guard, they protect. And we as women, we also have to do the same thing, right? We have to guard our minds, we have to guard our hearts, we have to guard our life, right? Guarding means in your workplace, right? Things can easily spark up anyway. In your workplace, in your at your home, probably where you live, even at the church, even at the place that you worship, things could spark up. And if we don't guard ourselves, you know, if we don't put in the back of our minds, okay, I'm not going to give in no matter what the situation. And sometimes unfaithfulness sparks from a broken relationship or a timeout of a relationship. You know, that's a time when the person pops up. You know, that's a time when a person comes in, you know, for that little creeping time there that you're probably taking a break from a relationship. That's it. That's the right time, you know, somebody just automatically pop up to be a friend or to be a shoulder, you know, to lean on, you know, and things move, and you know, it goes so fast. So that is why we have to be guarding every part of our lives, even on social media. I know that that has a lot to do with broken marriages and broken relationships. Social media as a place where sometimes if you feel lonely, or if you just want somebody to talk to, you just go on Facebook. You know, look what is now with social media, and some people who are just willing to pop up and say, you know, I'm bored, right? And so do things could spark up and lead into it. And also a security guard, they guard unwanted persons, right? And that's what we need to do. People who are we need to say stop. We need to put a stop to some things that, you know, might take place. And this is really a little thing, you know, this came to my mind, the security guard in you, that, you know, we all have to have a guard on every single day, because there's so many things we are faced with. There's so many things that are thrown to us, and if we don't make the right decision as women, You know why? Because sometimes I'm tired of hearing woman this and woman that, and if we, I'm not saying that you all are like that, but if we have to make changes, if we have to do things, it's up to us. As I say, if you want to change your world, change yourself. You have to be the one to create that change first to begin, you know, starting with yourself. So I just want to leave you with this, and this segment that I do, that I've started as real life, real stories, I want to share, I want to give an open invitation. If there is any one of you on this page, I know some of you all are still shy, I still probably don't want to share things and talk about, you know, probably what's going on in your life. But if there is anyone who would like to share on probably a situation or a motivational clip, just message me, or message me on my Facebook page, and I will give you the steps and how to go about doing it. It's a video that you'll have to post, and what I will do, I'll have to review it, and you know, it's not just things that you go through, you know, it's probably something that you want to share to uplift a woman, to help them to go through in life. You can also share that, right? Please be reminded that it's not about posting your business. Really, when I say your business, it's some people, you know, if it's your personal stuff, and if it's situations that have happened and you have come out from it, I know it's legit. It's not about putting any fake stories or any things to make a joke or fun. But please message me if you would like to be a part of it, and also share for your friends and them, and ask them, you know, invite them to join the page, you know, even if you're on that segment on real life, real stories, so you know your friends can support you. So thank you again once more for your time. Thank you for your comments and your likes, and you know, for supporting the page. I said before, this is not just a page to post things, to post encouraging quotes, but it's also to help us be better individuals at the end of the day, right? So I hope that you enjoy this.